place. Today we're serving salted cod fish, also known as saltfish. It's a national dish of the Caribbean. These are our main ingredients. We have some chopped tomatoes, some chopped garlic, some sliced sweet onions, and we have bay leaves, capers, and some chopped red pepper, eggs, and our saltfish. This is our saltfish that we're going to prepare. I have soaked this in hot water overnight, where I put hot water in a pan. I've covered the saltfish with the hot water, and the following day I've drained the hot water off, and this is basically what I have. And I would say that a large percentage of the salt has already gone out of the saltfish, so we need to soak it some more in some hot boiling water and get some more salt out of it. And so this is what we're going to do now. So I've got some hot water on the fire, and we're going to put the saltfish into the pan. So as I said before, most of the salt has gone out of the saltfish, and this is a boneless saltfish that we're preparing today. There's no bones in this saltfish. It's already been deboned, so it's a lot easier to get the salt out of it. So we're gonna have this on the fire for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll check it to see the amount of salt that's in it, and then we'll go from there and prepare our saltfish. Back to our saltfish, and I've had it on for about 5 to 6 minutes now. About 4 minutes I checked it, and I still think that it needed a little bit more boiling to get some more salt out of it. And at 6 minutes I think it's perfect. The important thing about saltfish is that you don't want to boil it too much, because you don't want to add salt to this dish. It's already a salted codfish, so we want to have just enough salt in there for our dish, to flavor our dish. So for you to get a rough idea about what you're doing and how long it takes, it makes sense just to check it every now and again to see what the salt content is like on the saltfish. So by tasting it, you get a rough idea of if it's done or not. So from here, we're going to be putting together our saltfish, and it should be great. Okay, we're putting our saltfish together. We're going to put some olive oil in the pan. And I've got some onions and red peppers, which I'm going to just put into the pan. Followed by some garlic. Get some garlic out of the pan. Okay, so let that saute for a little bit. We have tomatoes, followed by 2 bay leaves. Gonna go in there. We're gonna cover this and let it sweat for a few minutes. We want to get the tomatoes to sort of reduce. Check and see how our sauce is doing, and looks okay. So we're gonna just mash down the tomatoes, because they're sort of reduced down a little bit, and they're soft. So just push them down a little bit like this, and then put some black pepper on there. We're going to add some peppercorns on this dish. This is my own spin to our Caribbean saltfish, and I'm just going to sprinkle some peppercorns. Now our saltfish has to be broken up because it's still in fairly chunky form. So basically what we do, we would just break it up into little pieces like that. It breaks apart pretty easily. We don't want to break it up too small. We want some chunks in there like that. So here we go. Okay, we've had our saltfish on the fire, and it's been on there just under 5 minutes, I think. And we're just going to check it to see what it looks like and see if it's done, which I think it is. And I'm just going to give it a taste test. Delicious. Okay, it's done now. So this is our saltfish. Saltfish is done, so we're happy, and we're going to be making some Jonny cakes. They're like biscuits. Some Caribbeans call it bake, but I call it Jonny cakes. And basically, it's 2 cups of flour. I've already put 1 cup into the food processor, and I'm going to add another cup in there like that. Then I have just over a tablespoon of butter, which I like the butter to be frozen actually. So I put the butter in there. Teaspoon and 1/4 of salt that goes into there. A tablespoon of sugar goes in there like that. We're gonna put 2 tablespoons of baking powder in there. 1. 2. Then we're going to put the top on, and I'm going to just sort of get that going a bit to break the butter up, cut the butter up into little pieces. Okay. So basically what we're doing is the butter is frozen, so we're getting the butter dispersed into the flour evenly. And hopefully we have little granules of little bits of butter, tiny bits of butter in the flour. So when we cook it, when we cook the Jonny cakes, they're released into the Jonny cakes, and it just makes it delicious. So we're gonna add some water, and I have 3/4 cups of water here, which I'm gonna add. So just throw a little bit in to begin with, and we're just gonna pulse it, and just keep adding the water. Eventually it turns around inside as a ball, so I think it's done. We've got it done, and basically this is what we have here, a ball, and basically it's not too sticky, and if it's a little sticky, we can always see something stuck to my hand, but basically this is the right consistency, and we'll just add a little bit of flour over this just to stop it from being so sticky. I think it's important that we rest the mixture that we've made so the flour is relaxed. So I would say that once you've got to this stage here, you would put it into the refrigerator for about half an hour. Well, I've made a batch already, so I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to take my batch out of the refrigerator, and we're going to start making our Jonny cakes. I'm going to take a pinch out of there, like this, and we're going to roll it in our hands, like this. sometimes it's quite, it depends on what size you want, you know. The bigger you make them, the bigger they are. So basically what we do is just put our fingers in the middle and expand them like that, and then we put them down into the pan.